Hey guys, how are you? I am K2 and welcome to Drama YT. So today is New Year. I wish you guys a very happy New Year. I just wanted to keep my mood light, so I decided to watch something fluffy, romantic and sweet. So in this video, I am going to compile top 15 C dramas which are full of romantic scenes. Who didn't like to get who didn't like to see steamy scenes? Not get steamy. I mean, obviously, you could watch these dramas for your favorite actors or actress, but all the C dramas that are mentioned in this video are one of the favorites of mine. You could say that. So, without further ado, let's get started. You Are My Glory, a story that follows an aerospace engineer Yuto and the signing star Xiao Jingxing. A decision is made to start gaming in order to save her endorsement deal, brings her face to face with an old crush. As they grow closer, the two forge ahead to become each other's glory. Being a well-known celebrity, Xiao Jingxing has to keep up with the appearances in order to maintain her multifaceted image. Alas, one starts to crack when someone leaks a video of her playing an online game and being terrible at it, which is completely inconsistent with the image she has created for herself as being the game's ambassador. Thus, she joins a gaming competition to prove her skills and to prevent herself from losing her endorsement deal. Xiao Jingxing decides to use all her free time towards improving her game, and her decision leads to reconnect with her old high school classmate Yuto, whom she once had a crush on. He was a legend at their school, outstanding in everything that he does, while Xiao Jingxing was just your average girl. Yuto then went on to become an aerospace engineer who is also an expert gamer. It seems that online game brought them together once more, so she asked him to become her gaming coach. Falling into your smile. In the ultra competitive world of esports, the all male ZZDX OPL team is second to none. Armies of adoring female fans follow the team wherever it goes. But when one of the team's star players suffers a hand injury, the tall, handsome, and notoriously hard to please ZZDX captain Lu Shisheng will not be rushed into choosing a replacement. The petite, lollipop loving Tong Yao, meanwhile, is a budding amateur gamer, obsessed with OPL. Her skills are exceptional, but she is of the firm belief that in the male dominated world of pro gaming, love is a big no no for her, even though her own ex boyfriend was a gamer. When the ZZDX team manager learns of her skills, he contacts her, thinking that recruiting her as the scene's first female player will help score a major PR coup. Lu Shisheng is dismissive of her initially, but eventually agrees to accept her as a substitute, a move that polarizes the team's fan base. But as they start to get to know one another better, could a closer bond begin to form between them? Our secret. From high school to university, Ding Xian and Zhao Shiyu's youthful love lasts for a lifetime. The superior and unruly campus god, Zhao Shiyu is a genius. He is seatmates with the headstrong and adorable Cinderella girl Ding Xian. Although they couldn't stand one another at first, they come to appreciate each other's strengths in their day-to-day interactions, thus becoming lifelong companions in their journey through youth. Forever love. Xialin's senior year of high school was as perfect as anyone could ever hope one should be. With good friends, good grades, and a bright future ahead of her, she was ready to face whatever life brought her way with confidence and a smile. Jiang Zhenhan, on the other hand, didn't have quite the same experience during his final year of high school, but he did have Xialinshi, the brightest part of every day. Linshi was a friend who helped him through his most trying times, and from their friendship, a profound love blossomed. But it didn't happen overnight. Moving from high school to university, Linshi and Jinghan found themselves attending the same school. Spending their university days together, the love and friendship they had fostered during their high school began to grow. As their feelings for each other deepened, they began to make plans for their future, certain that the other would always be a part of whatever lay ahead. But life has a way of taking you down unexpected roads as their university years drew to a close. Linshi and Zenhan found themselves walking along different paths. Even so, their relationship never faltered. Now, as working professionals, the two are beginning to see that the feelings they have for each other have only gotten stronger with time. Recognizing that the feelings they have for each other are strong enough to last 1,000 lifetimes, Linshi and Zhenghan began to wonder, is it time to take the relationship to an entirely new level? My Little Happiness. Kongrong has long dreamed of becoming a lawyer, but her mother is absolutely determined to see her daughter study finance abroad. Hoping that her daughter will successfully settle down somewhere overseas, her mother won't take a no for an answer. Unable to convince her mother to let her pursue her dreams, Kongrong has no choice but to do as her mother wishes. Or does she? After successfully convincing her mother that she has set off for the distant lands, she secretly returns home to begin work as a legal intern. Taking on her first case, Kongrong comes face to face with her childhood friend Wen Shaoxing. Now a surgeon, Shaoxing is not just Kongrong's client, he is also her landlord and a next door neighbor. Tied together by the ever tightening strings of fate, Kongrong and Shaoxing find themselves drawing closer despite their best efforts. Engaged in a never ending battle of wits, the childhood friends may fight against the ties that bind them, but how long will they be able to resist the inevitable? Love is sweet. Zhang Zun is a girl who is allergic to tears and has a double degree in economics and psychology. She is unrestrained and idealistic due to her family's superior background. After graduation, she worked in a philanthropy organization where she pursues her dreams. However, her father's sudden accident leaves her in a dilemma. Eventually, she decides to work in a top investment company to fulfill her father's dying wish. In MH, Zhang Zun meets her childhood playmate Yuan Shuai. However, the current Yuan Shuai is no longer her gentle protector, but her rival. In MH, where the culture of wolf instinct is rampant, someone is plotting against Zhang Zun, while someone sees her as an eyesore. However, with her kind nature and attention to detail, along with her high EQ and sense of judgment, Zhang Zun eventually attains success in both her career and love life. Love scenery. Liang Shen is devoted to bringing good music works to the listeners, expressing the idea of being kind, real, and perfect. Losing love computer and big data research. He is highly recognized in the academic field through studying complicated human behavior and psychology, thus influencing his classmates around through his solid specialty in literacy. They are strangers at first, but then brought together by big data, they become closer in the journey of pursuing their dreams. Intense love. It tells the love story between a genius doctor and an actress who are two people who both refuses to have their marriage arranged by their parents, yet realize that love is destined. Actress Susan Bay has a beauty that can defy the heavens. With her popularity on the rise, she was used to being the center of attention. However, the dark side to fame means she is a magnet for controversy. She may be the best at flirting, but she doesn't get any further and has been single since birth. Zhao Shiyun is a genius doctor with looks, money and smarts, obviously. He is a perfectionist who likes to be in control but doesn't care much for many things as he can be quite indifferent. Women flock around him in droves and he doesn't even bat an eye. Instead of the usual overbearing CEO that falls for the woman, it is the actress who takes the initiative in love this time. Begin Again. It tells the story of a domineering female CEO and a warm doctor who turn a fake relationship into reality due to practical reasons. Having exchanged their I-dos, they start on a new chapter of their lives as they learn to fall in love. Lu Fangning is the general manager of Luning Group, a large corporation in the business of home furniture. Lu Fangning is a woman who has it all, talented, beautiful and rich. Nearing her 30s, she succumbs to the family pressure and decides that she urgently needs a husband with whom she will have a child. Coincidentally, Surgeon Ling Rui appears in front of her. He is not only blessed with good looks but also has an angelic heart, which makes him the perfect candidate in the eyes of Lu Fangning. She schemes her way into his life and they finally become husband and wife. Lu Fangning eventually realizes error in her ways and strives to be better. However, keeping a marriage is not as easy as it seems. Once we get married. Gu Shishi is a fashion shopper who runs a small shop online from home and buys Alex couture wedding dresses for her clients. During a private reception, she gets acquainted with In Shishin, the black-bellied president, who came to discuss business cooperation with Alex. An incident occurs, leading to them to temporarily maintain a contract cooperative marriage relationship for a win-win situation pertaining to Alex. The two, with opposite personalities, gradually find love in this contract marriage. Sunshine of My Life. Tang Ming Xuan is the workaholic general manager of the highly successful Mingwan Fashion Group. Married to his job, he is the consummate professional and has all but resolved to remain single so he can focus his time and effort on making sure that his business endeavors go off without a hitch. But life changes forever on the day he meets Mofe at a design fair. She is a lovely young woman with a passion for traditional embroidery and plans to hone her skills by studying in Europe. Although they adore spending time together, they refuse to consider the notion of changing their own long set plans. So the day finally comes when Mofe must set off for Paris and Tang Minxuan stays in China. But love will not set aside so easily, and when the opportunity to launch a European fashion venture comes up, the duo is said to be reunited as business partners and perhaps more. The Eternal Love Part 3. Oh no, Shutandra has time traveled again. This time, she has come to a world where gender roles have been reversed and men are treated as unequal to women. Molian Singh is one of the eligible bachelors joining the palace selection, yet finds that he is being relentlessly pursued by the unabashed princess who will do anything to win his heart. Will he finally remember her to become her husband for the third lifetime? Love at Night. Shu Xingyu is a hard-working, focused woman with a senior position at an up-and-coming firm. She is devoted to her job and is also in a relationship with Fan Yunxi, whom she has been dating for past 10 years. They are planning to wed in the near future, but when she discovers he had a fling with another woman, she is angry and decides to break off the engagement. She later heads to a bar to drink away her sorrows. At the bar, a man named Molingze performs a musical number on stage. She recognizes him as a man she had run into earlier in the day in the street and had a minor and slightly unpleasant exchange of words with. She is very drunk and starts talking to him. The next day, she wakes up in a hotel room with only vague recollections of the end of the night, assuming that she has had a one-night stand with him. To her horror, she turns up to a meeting the next day only to discover that he has taken over the operation at her company. The duo is forced to spend time together but eventually realizes that they have a lot in common and appreciate one another's charm. Meanwhile, her former fiancé is desperate to win Shu Xingyu's heart. Will she return to her former love, or could a new romance be in the card for her? I Cannot Hug You. The plot revolves around an inexplicable pull between the two people and the romance that ensues between them. The female protagonist is the modern day vampire who is apathic towards everything in life until the male protagonist turns up to be her next door neighbor. He is literally a germaphobe, like in the webtoon. Her world changes as she feels a desperate need to get close to him. Will she finally be able to hug him? Timeless Love. Sheng Feng is a bookshop owner who is forced to give up on a dream to become a dancer following an accident. She meets Jiang Dian, a warm-hearted youth who appears cool due to the pressures from his family. The two lost youths stay by each other's side as they grow and heal together. So that was it guys, the video ends here. I hope you have liked this video. If you have watched the video till here, just give this video a like and do subscribe to draMa YT. And yet, you guys have not followed me on the Instagram handle, do follow me there as well. The Insta handle is @nachiketa555. I will see you later. As always, love, peace and hugs. It's been a pleasure.